Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, take a moment to browse around and see some of my other offerings. And if you feel called, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My name is Tatangelo and I am an embodiment coach. And today I wanted to chat a little bit about confidence and what parts of us are confident or not confident, where we have that confidence that's balanced and where it's coming from an arrogant place outside of ourselves. And also, I'm going to take a moment to share with you a personal experience for me, how I was able to evolve and move through it and get into the space of confidence. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to share some of my secrets in how to embody confidence and move some energy to get you to that place. So what is confidence? First of all, confidence comes from within. That is a precious little tool to understand. There's nothing outside of us that is going to create true, real confidence. The difference between confidence and being in arrogance, confidence is coming from a place of love, is coming from a place of trust, and arrogance is coming from a place of lack, fear. Confidence is definitely not about what we're wearing, what we look like, what car we drive, what job we have. It's not that material aspect. Yes, that can give you some confidence, right? But usually that's coming from the arrogance side. It's not integrated. So let's get into that a little bit and talk about how can we identify and how can we shift into more of that balanced space of confidence as opposed to the arrogant space of confidence that is lacking the soul and the power. So what does confidence look like? Confidence is someone that just doesn't care about what other people think of them. They don't compare themselves to others. They really just stand in their power, into their confidence. Confidence is also something that you just truly trust. You trust in yourself. You trust in your decisions. You trust in what you believe and how you feel and how you show up. It's also someone that really knows how to create healthy boundaries, like really setting that tone of what is okay and what's not okay within their being. Confidence is believing in yourself, knowing that stepping into your fears and these challenges in life are only going to expand you and bring you more into your power and become a better version of yourself afterwards. That's one of the biggest ones I believe and that I utilize within my teachings. Stepping into your fears. The most powerful way to really strip away the layers and get yourself into that confidence. So how do we identify the lack of confidence? Now, this can show up in many different ways for different people. So these are just some examples. So to name a few, not speaking up and setting your healthy boundaries. Being a people pleaser when you're always wanting to please others, not really taking yourself seriously and putting yourself first, and really looking for outside validation when you already have the yes and the understanding within you. It's when you're comparing yourself to others. It's when you have a negative narrative going on in your mind, those thought processes, which goes into that comparison. It's also not trusting yourself. The fear of feeling unworthy, the fear of stepping into your fears and actually facing yourself and knowing that that's going to take you somewhere else to expand, to grow. So the fear of being wrong, the trusting no one, the judging others, those are all different ways that is when we're in that lower vibration of the lack of confidence. And this may differ for everybody. Everybody's going to have their different things that they connect to where they feel the lower vibration of their confidence or when they're really in that powerful place of confidence. So now that we've gone over that, I want to take a moment to just ask you a question. Do you know and understand where in your life you have confidence and where in your life you lack the confidence? And that understanding again that I spoke of in the beginning of where the confidence is in a balanced place and where the confidence is coming from arrogance. It's really important to understand these and be honest with yourself so then you can make the changes and shift into a more balanced space. So I want to share with you an area of a personal experience where I was able to push past the lack of confidence and step into my power within that. So for me, I always had this deep wound around feeling worthy and wanting to really use my voice to speak up and speak my truth. Now, coming from a background with a lot of more masculine men and more of the controlling type, I was very suppressed. There was a lot of me that just felt really small and scared and in fear. And what that was me feeling scared to be rejected. It was being scared of someone not wanting to hear what I have to say or not agreeing, telling me I was stupid. Whatever that energy was, it was taking all of the confidence out of me so that I could show up for whoever else. So by me going out of my way to please others so that I felt safe was really me just diving deeper into holding myself away from my power and my confidence. So the feeling of worthiness is a big one, I know, in most women. And this goes way back. This goes way back for thousands of years of suppression within this area for women. So worthiness, not only does it have something to do with maybe our personal lives, it's stuff that has happened to us in our lives, experiences, trauma, whatever it may be, but it's also like ancestral. We have many years of wounds within women of being suppressed, not being able to use their voice, not being able to stand up and say and be and do what they want. And so me coming into a background with a lot of men and that male energy, and a lot of it coming from a wounded space, there was no space for there to be expression. There was no space for me to open and just show myself because I was always told that it wasn't okay, or that it's because you're a girl, you can't do that, you can't speak like this, this is what it looks like. And so over the years and years, I was just playing small. I was just really pushing myself down so that I wouldn't feel fear, or that I wouldn't feel rejection, or that I wouldn't feel stupid, or just not being able to be supported and held if I wanted to stand up and speak my truth or say something that was really in balance with what may be going on around me. So what I started to do was, first and foremost, is recognize that. Being able to really see, like, wow, I'm noticing how I'm really holding back, and I'm not speaking my truth because I'm afraid of what this person may think, and I'm afraid that there might be some rejection, or I'm afraid that I'm not going to be heard. So what I started to do was play with the idea of, what if I just started to say whatever I wanted? What if I just showed up and said, this is what I want to say? And that didn't really work out so well for me, because there was just so much fear instilled in me, and there was so much blockage happening that I couldn't really step into that right away, even though I was aware of it. So the things that I started to do was embodiment work. And once I started to step into embodiment work, first things first, I did a sweat lodge, which was really intense. That's more of a like a punch your way right in there kind of a way to dive in. But that really stripped a lot of layers away from me, because I was able to face these parts of me that I've never even felt or seen. So putting myself into this sacred container with a shaman and a keeper to move me through that was one of the ways. Another way was dance, movement, me getting involved with a dance group and starting to perform and putting myself out there and actually literally having to completely express myself through my body. And that started to build this confidence and build this confidence and build this confidence. Then I started to identify, like, what do I like? Like, am I dressing this way because I like this, or am I dressing this way because this is what is acceptable to my family, or this is acceptable to society? That started to shift for me when I started to step into my expression and being more aware of what made me happy and what made me shine. That was a huge one for me. Another one was breath work. Breath work has been a very powerful tool for me. And within breath work, you're literally moving energy through your body. You're actually taking the cells and oxygenating them, and you're going into the body to find where you're holding any stories, any trauma, any emotions. And that started to move. That started to break through more and more and more. And then Qigong being a practice that got me out of here and into here, more into the body. That is when everything started to shift for me. So it wasn't like I went and I called this like confident coach and said, hey, teach me how to be confident, which that's also totally fine if that is an option for you. But for me, it was like I really needed to go a little bit deeper. I needed something that wasn't so specific and was going to be something that really, really started to break me open, because there was so much that I had these walls and these blockages around me that it was keeping me safe, but it was also hiding me from having experience and connection. So the lack of confidence was keeping me in this little box. So the inner work is really where it's at. The inner work and getting all of these limiting beliefs out of the mind and getting myself back into my body and realizing how incredibly special and powerful and smart that I am and how much I do have to offer. And there are people that want to hear me and feel me and see me. And that really made a big difference. So some of the practices that really help me step into this for myself, or something that I'll do if I'm feeling that lower vibration, if I'm feeling like I'm not so confident at that time or within a certain situation, some of the things that I'll do is movement. Movement is a huge one for me. Dancing, putting on some music. Depending on the energy that I'm feeling, I'll match that with the type of music that I'll play to kind of help embody and move whatever it is that's kind of holding me. Meditation, sitting, being quiet, breathing, deep breath work to move those clear meridians and like get into a deeper state so that I can actually feel what's holding in certain areas of the body. Journaling, taking some time to journal, write down, what am I going through? What is going on right now? Give me something. That's when you can tune into yourself. I also love to step into more embodiment practices with touch and doing yoni egg practices within clearing the womb space, breast massage, tapping into that heart energy and really fulfilling myself with love and touching into that self-love practice to bring me into that confidence, knowing that I'm worthy, that I'm enough, that I've got this, like 100%. And also public speaking and performance. Once I stepped into dancing on stage, that was something that brought confidence, because it's a little nerve-wracking. It's like, oh my gosh, like everybody's staring at you, like this is it, like what if you mess up, somebody's gonna see it. You move on, you keep going. So there's a few tools that I use to step into my confidence that help me move some energy. So as I said before, it's really important for us to really understand where the confidence is and where the confidence is lacking. Because we can't sit around and think that, oh, eventually when I have that thing, when I do that thing, when I have this person, when I have this confidence just kind of fall onto my lap, it will happen. That's not how it works. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that confidence is going to take some work. Confidence is going to take you going in and feeling, going in and seeing, going in and experiencing. We have to push ourselves into our boundaries, into our fears, and into those uncomfortable areas that all they're doing is holding that confidence, holding it for you, waiting for you to crack it open and say, no more. These old boundaries that I had set, or the lack thereof boundaries, that's not working. So now I'm shifting into this. I'm shifting into what matters to me. I'm shifting into what my yes is. So take a look around your life and see what you are surrounding yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself with uplifting people? People that believe in you? People that are actually holding balanced confidence within themselves? That is really important. But really, the truth is, we have to step into the fear, these uncomfortable spaces, these nooks and crannies of shadows within that we've been hiding from, because that is where your confidence is. That is where you're going to open and blossom and stand and be in your power and be who you are here to be. So that's it for our video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was able to help you in any way, shape, or form. Now, this is a big one that comes up a lot, and that's why I wanted to really take some time to go into this one with you all. You know, it also has just recently come up within the mentorship that I'm holding right now with Feminine Resonance, is stepping into these areas of our confidence, stepping into our fears. If you're dealing with this in any way, shape, or form of a lower confidence, I want you to know that you're not alone. Just because I'm here talking about it on my channel does not mean that I don't deal with areas in my life still to this day with confidence. You are not alone. We are here together. We are here to grow and expand and hold each other as we move through these obstacles in our lives. So just know that I am here for you. If you have anything that you want to share, go ahead and write it down in the comments below. Maybe some of the practices that you do that help you come into your confidence, or if you really want to know a little bit more or you need my support, please don't hesitate to also reach out to me privately. You can send me a message. I am here for you. I'm here to support your process. That's why I want to make these videos. Feel free to subscribe and like the video. Give me a thumbs up if this helped you in any way, shape, or form. I am so grateful to share this wisdom and share myself in ways of vulnerability and within my confidence as well to help bring you into that place in your life. So I will see you next week. I hope all is well and have a wonderful day or night wherever you're at. Bye-bye. I'm getting my flow. Here it goes.